This is from abc.net.au. They bury the lead. It's amazing. NT, Northern Territory, records no new cases of COVID-19 overnight following 9 Binjari cases. Now, to me, you know what the headline is. The headline is specifically that 38 people have been rounded up. Yeah, that's not the headline they chose. They say Mr. Gunner says authorities expect more positive cases. He says authorities had identified 38 close contacts in Binjari, a number he said was likely to rise, who were transported to Howard Springs on Sunday. Mr. Gunner said the cases in Binjari were very concerning, but not surprising. We also have the story, just if it helps, from The Guardian. NT communities of Binjari and Rockwell in hard lockdown as COVID outbreak expected to worsen. Australian Defence Force called in to help with transferring positive cases and close contacts. Transfer where? The Guardian. Please tell me where they transferred to. That's an incomplete sentence. Isn't it a little strange? Australian Defence Force called in to help with transferring positive cases and close contacts. To? Transferring, what does that mean? Incomplete sentence. Because if they put camps, people might be like, whoa, you mean the Australian military is rounding up people and sending them to camps? Ha! Sounds a bit like Alex Jones, doesn't it? Oh, I remember back in the day when Alex Jones would be like, they got FEMA camps, people, all over the place. Now, I don't know anything about FEMA camps. I don't know if that's true. None of my business. But I'll tell you this, it certainly is funny that you get Alex Jones years ago saying they're building camps and doing all these things. And everyone says it's crazy. It can't happen here. Well, I'll be honest. In the United States, it hasn't happened, but it could happen here. It's happening in Australia. And boy, does the media not want you to know about it. Now, this guy, Michael Gunner, this is who he is, all right? He is the Chief Minister of the Northern Territory, the 11th, mind you. And this is where he's sending people. This is from ACOM, Howard Springs Quarantine Facility, Darwin, Northern Territory, Australia. Why? These buildings don't look all that bad. They look fine. It's like a hotel, right? I mean, that's what everyone's saying. It's like a hotel. I mean, look at this. Not really a concentration camp. I've stayed there. Much better than being stuck in a hotel room. Yeah. Con man. This guy. I don't believe you. And I don't care anyway. Look at this nice little photo. Are you supposed to, do you expect me to be like, let me take a look, let me take a little close look at this. We got a little welcome back. Oh, it's a nice little welcome back. Look at the little roll towels. You know what? The military rounding up people and sending them to camps, not a big deal. You get a welcome bag. It's great. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's coming. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll be happy to be wrong. I made a prediction. I said that they would eventually start taking people for being suspected of being sick, for suspected COVID cases and putting them in these facilities. And it will escalate from there. The government can then label anyone they want as being a close case, and they can round anyone up. They're doing the trial runs right now. I could be wrong about that. Speculation. But the fact remains, the Australian Defence Force, the military, just took 38 people by military vehicle to camps. Call it whatever you want. I don't care. That is a fact. Claire Lehman. Someone said, Bernie's tweet, this some person on Twitter said, this isn't China. This is the Howard Springs COVID quarantine camp in Australia for the dangerous people. Well, that's where the military just shipped off several people. Claire Lehman of Quillette, September 4th. You see, I responded to this tweet with an asterisk saying concentration camp to make a point. She said the rest of the world isn't pointing at America and comparing its 650,000 COVID deaths to the Holocaust, even though it could. It might behoove some on the American right to have a bit more circumspection when making inflammatory remarks, just this. She says, I don't deny that Australia has turned towards authoritarianism in many aspects of its policy. I'm living it. But allusions to death camps is unnecessary.